Hi there, this is Meri at the Meri Atelier. It is Friday, August the 3rd, and I'm getting ready to do a live session. So let me get set up here. Talk chat, live chat. All right. So, welcome to everybody who's coming in. Welcome, welcome. Say hello to me so that I can say hello back to you. Hello. Hi, Lucia. Welcome, my lady. Good to see you. Who else is coming in? Say hello so that I can say hello back. Because I'll tell you, I'll probably miss it when I get to arting. Well, we've missed you too, Lucia. Good to see you back here on Friday nights where you belong. Hi, Janet. Oh, Janet, many hugs to you. Hi, Aunt Beck. Oh, good to see you, ladies. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Tanya. Welcome. You know, I just have to shout. I don't know why I have to shout. I feel like I'm shouting across the world, so... Oh, it's so good to see everybody who's coming in. Hello, hello, hello. Tanya, Becky, Janet. Hi, Jerry. Welcome, Jerry. Good to see you. Oh, you cannot shout. My throat is raw. Oh, well, I don't envy you that at all, Tanya. Hi, Patricia Strupert. Good to see you. Good to see everybody who's coming in. Well, I actually have a list of things that I want to do tonight. And the first thing I want to do is reverse collage in my angel book because that usually takes up the least amount of time for reverse collage. And of course I got out my angel book. I did, it's right here. I actually prepared spinning right off. What do you mean spinning right off, Aunt Beck? Oh, you're talking about migraines? Lucia, mine too, Tanya. Let's see what's happened. Great to see everybody. I have what Mama's had, I'm afraid. Oh, Tanya. No. Well, you take care of yourself. That's number one priority. That's number one priority for any of you that come in on Friday nights. If you have, family to take care of, if you have a migraine, all of that, you take care of yourself. You take care of your family. This is just fun. Mine too, Tanya. I've been suffering from a head and chest cold. Oh, no. Well, I haven't been out much, so maybe I'd stayed away from whatever's going around. Good to hear that, Janet. I'm glad you're feeling better. No, spinning right off. I don't know what Aunt Beck means by spinning right off. Lucia says, my mom has been so sick with that. Migraines suck. You were here for a minute. Huh. Oh, you know what, Aunt Beck? I might have stopped the session right as I was starting. I started a session and then it goofed up on me and I closed it and opened a new one. That may be what you're talking about. Hi, Mitzi. Welcome, Mitzi. Good to have you here. Doctor said he has never seen so many summer colds. Huh. All right, well, let me just get right to doing the reverse collage in my angel book because it usually goes the fastest. I swear I'm going to tape this charger into this phone. If I could weld it in there, I would. It's not the original charger that came with the phone, and it charges it, but it doesn't really fit it. Alrighty, so let's pick a page here really fast. Let me get it in frame. This is a fairly large book. It's not a huge book. Whoops, and I bumped my... Hi, Jen! Welcome. The other live was still open. Huh. And I don't think I can close that, Jen. Huh. I wonder why. Oh, I'll bet it was because I didn't hit finish on it. I didn't hit done. Well, they'll find me here, hopefully. Ooh, that's got a lot of gold. I'm looking for one that isn't going to take a lot of work, but has a lot of gold on it. Let's see. This is an Angels in Art book. Ooh, I like this. Oh, I like that. I think I'll do this one. And I still have one sheet of wax paper in here. We'll just do one page at a time. Hi, Barb Owen. Barb Owen. I so thoroughly enjoyed your live session today. Oh my goodness. If you all have not had a chance to watch Barb Owen's live session today on Friday, August the 3rd, go back and watch it. She was showing us her journals. Oh my goodness. I mean, she talked about mandalas too, which is thoroughly Barb Owen's, but I just got caught up in all those wonderful journals that you did. The one with your dad and the one where you did the sewing. Oh my goodness. I'm going to go back and watch the replays. And then she showed one where she made a journal cover that she could take off of the journal so she wouldn't get it messed up. And Aunt Beck and I were saying, oh no, you never bore anybody, Barb. You're never. But Aunt Beck and I were watching your journal cover one. We're going, perfect for a swap. Just swap the journal cover. So we just thoroughly enjoyed that. It was well worth watching. So if you guys have not had a chance to watch Barb's live session for today, it'll be not a waste of time to go back and watch it because it was good. Ooh, I like that too. Ooh, is that a stained glass? It is. Oh, inspiration. How to get creative.com. And I've been following Barb. I've been using Instagram more in the last few weeks than I ever have. And I think I watched, I was following Dee Dee Willingham, who led me to Barb Owens. So now I'm following Barb, and I usually watch your tweets. Or your tweets and your, no, I guess it's your tweets, not Instagram. But I've been doing more Instagram too. Am I following Barb on Instagram? I don't know. I'm kind of newbies to both tweeting and Instagrams. I'm getting better at it. So that's all I'm doing in here. I have not decided what I want to do yet with this angel book, except for I want to put gold on the pages. Mission accomplished. This gold is Speedball's screen printing ink. I saw some in Hobby Lobby the other day, and I just about bought it because you very seldom see the gold on the shelf. You usually have to order it, which is a little bit different than block printing ink. Let me show you here. Actually, the block printing ink was gifted to me in my very first ever Happy Mail. And I can't remember her name. I'd have to go back and look. She is in by Shannon Green's group. But see, this is the block printing ink. And it's got a little bit more, that's kind of like an oil in there. That's not water, that is an oil. It's more of an oil based. And boy, you can smell it too. It smells oily. It smells like a print shop. It smells like what you would smell if you walked into a print shop that did a lot of printing. And here, well, I shouldn't have closed that up. Here is the screen printing ink. Let's leave this open. I just love getting gold on my hands. So, and this is more of an opaque. It's just as beautiful. Well, the block printing ink is actually, I think, made to do block printing. Whereas it probably would not be put in, I'm not an authority. I would just think that this would not be put on fabric. I'd have to read this. But I think this is meant for more papers, and water-soluble inks offer. It doesn't say what to use it on, but my guess is that you would use this more for block printing. You know, like artists, professional artists will do their block printing on big sheets of paper. Now your screen printing ink, I think you'd be a lot more, let's see the difference, a lot more comfortable using screen printing ink on fabrics. How do you use it? Well, probably, how do I use it personally is I get in there with a palette knife and use it like I would any other media. But a block printer would probably scoop some out, put it on their palette, run their brayer through it like you would if you were getting ready to jelly print. And they run their brayer through it, and then think if you had a wooden block. And I'm not an authority on this, but that's how I would think that they would use it. Whatever they are going to print with, whether it's a wooden block, a linoleum block, some sort of a professional material that they have, substrate, and they would use their brayer on it, and then they would probably put the paper over it, or put it over the paper. I think that they would put the paper over it and transfer it, and then they have this big, huge press thing that they run it through, like we have our little big shots, and that's how they do their block printing. But screen printing, Barb Owen could probably tell you all about screen printing, because she was showing us in her live today, which I thought was very interesting, how she used a screen printing process. You'll have to go back and watch the video, because I'm just paraphrasing here. She used a screen printing process to transfer her mandalas. She made a screen print for her mandalas, and that's how she was able to transfer them onto her page, so she didn't have to sit and draw them all the time. Go back and watch Barb Owen's video. I just cannot say enough good things about you today, Barb. Aunt Beck said, I did screen printing in high school. It was so much fun. I don't think I did any screen printing, but we did do block printing off of linoleum blocks. I mean, think high school, think little linoleum blocks. And I wish I still had some of those. Diane says, I hear you, Barb. I'm not really on Facebook anymore, never on Twitter. Instagram is pretty much it. And I watch you all the time, Packer Die. Welcome. Barb says she's not an authority on screen printing. I'm just a little dangerous with my knowledge. That's how I feel. Except I'm probably a little bit more dangerous with my ignorance. Tanya says, since I went to college for photo, we did lots of screen printing in college. Yeah, now screen printing, you actually have, you have your screen print, you have your fabric or your substrate, and you have your screen print, and then you run your inks through that screen print, and you transfer it that way. And I was thinking, Barb, as I was watching yours, now I cannot afford to pay a tattoo artist $10 to make me a screen print, but I was thinking how fun it would be if you had one of those machines to make 3 or 4 different screen prints of the same thing, only do it with the different mandala. Like if you were doing the circle in one color and the diamonds in another color and that, just do the actual screen printing process where you run the different colors of ink through it. But you probably could not get the detail that you have when you go in and color it. I admire anybody who has the patience to do mandalas. It's something I don't do because I don't have the patience. I do not have the patience, I'll admit it. My mandalas would end up being art journal art. Hi, Mark. Welcome. Welcome to everybody who's come in here. Let's see. Who had I missed? Tanya, Packardie, Barb, Packer. Hi, Mary Hill. Welcome, welcome, Mary Hill. Good to see you. We said hello to Mark. I'm kind of scrolling back. I kind of have to touch my phone up here on the screen, on my stand to see my comments. While I'm standing up, I should use those down there. Okay, so that's done. That was easy enough. I would like suggestions of what I could do with that angel book because I have not decided what I'm going to do. Now the next thing I want to do is something that I've been wanting to get done, and it seems like the things that I really need to get done, I get them done if I can do them in the live session. You know, you actually see me. All right, I'm actually going to get this done. I told Kathy Whitney, I don't think she's in here. If she comes in or if she's watching, hi Kathy. I told Kathy Whitney that I would give her a print of my of my poor little, where is it? Now, hold on a second, let me get it. I had gotten a real bargain at the thrift store that last time I went. These are Dick Blick Easy Cuts. I don't know how old they are, but I got 2 of them. And I got 3 boxes, so I have 6 of these, and I paid $1 each. And I'm going, what a bargain that is. So I just was playing with doing this one, and I put stay calm. I think it's supposed to be keep calm, but stay calm, keep calm, 6 of one, half a dozen of another. And I did this in one of my mornings with Mary, and Kathy saw it and said, would you send me one? And I said, sure. I haven't printed it out yet. So that's what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll print out a couple of them. I even got the cardboard out to put it in the mailer. So maybe I'll print a couple and see what comes out. And I thought I'd show you guys. I mean, you guys are probably authorities where I'm not. You can probably give me lessons. But I have been re-inking my stamps fairly often, and I want to get, so this is archival ink, Ranger's archival ink, and I can find the black pretty easy, but finding the colors like reds, greens, and sepias, let's see, before I get started, I need something to, let me reach over here to my hobby cart from Lucia McGill. I should push it right up to my desk when I'm doing my live, but do I do that? No. I'd rather have to get up and walk across the room, and I want a card to swipe across my ink pad here. So I'm just going to do a quick, and if you hear a roaring in the background, that is our air conditioner. It's still warm here. It's been pretty warm today. So I've re-inked my pad here. And this is really nothing. In fact, I was very, very tempted to recarve this stamp on the back. But maybe I'll just do another one of something else. I was really just playing. But what I like about this Easy Cut, and I don't know how old this is, but what I like about this is how well it receives the ink. I really do like that. And maybe it's because I've been carving on erasers lately, but now I hope this turns out, but if it doesn't, I'll just stamp it again. And I'm just going to stamp it right here in the middle, and then she can carve it however she wants. And it's a little hard for me to see how. I think I got it in the middle. And I'm not watching chat, I'm chattering. I'm chatting. But I will say to everyone that I've missed who's come in while I've been preoccupied, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And I generally stand up when I do this because I put more pressure on this. I hope I didn't bump that. All right, let's peek and see how it did. Oh, that's pretty good. Stay calm, art on. Now I'm going to do a couple, and then I'll send them to her, and she can use them or paint over them or whatever she wants. As parents, we always want the best for our children. My son has a wonderful girlfriend that I adore. Ah, cool. Hi, Miss Allie K. Welcome, welcome. Tanya says, Miss Allie K, do one of Aunt Beck's dirty dozens or Lisa's picked him. You know what? Is that the next thing I have on my list? No, I want to do my Faces journal. What I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to do a pick 10, but we're going to do it a little differently tonight. So if you want to play along, stay tuned. I want to work in my Faces journal tonight, which will be hopefully fast, and I want to work in my house journal. Now I may skip the house journal because, well, I may and I may not. We'll see. I've been painting in my house journal. Tanya says she hopes to do her Faces on Sunday. Okay, Tanya. And Tanya, I was watching Lisa's video where she was doing those folder journals. And I was thinking how neat it would be to do my, instead of doing my assemblage, my two-dimensional assemblage, what I'm doing for Aunt Beck's challenge, to do them and put them in a folder journal like what you did. Except I need the link to your to your journal, to your video, Tanya. I know Lisa referenced it. I did not look in her description. I probably should. But I bopped over to your channel and I'm going, well, it wasn't the last video that you did. Ah, got a little smudge there. Because I got a smudge on my hand. Maybe that one will stay home. Let me wash the smudge off my hand. That's the one thing that I really don't like about doing these prints is I'm a messy Meri. But look how much ink came off of this stamp. I mean, it was dark. I really like how this stamp transfers the ink. Maybe it's me. Maybe I haven't noticed so much on the other stamps, but I'm noticing it on this one that it really does let go of the ink. It receives the ink and it lets go of it. Let's see if I can do a clean one instead of messing it up. And now these are for Kathy Whitney. I feel so bad because I'll say to Kathy, yeah, Kathy, I'll do that right away. Here it is a week later, and I don't think I got that stamp too well in there. I think I need a little bit more ink on this. So I am washing my hands off. I am going to get these done so I can send them to Kathy and fulfill my promise. Here's the other thing I don't like about doing this is I'm not so great about placing these. Now let me wash my hands off again. So welcome to folks that have come in. Tanya's file folder covers are the perfect size for our painty papers. What size are you making your painty papers, Aunt Beth? If I do a composition size and fold it in half, will that fit the size? There are several videos. Janet needs the first ones. I think Tanya or Janet's helping to. Mary, I will send you the link in the Facebook. Oh, thank you, Tanya. It's an older video that she watched. Well, I've made file folder journals before where you fold them up, but they're usually more like travel journals. I mean, they're I don't think I've made a folder that is, I'm washing my hands off again. That is really like a 5x7 one out of a file folder. Let's see if I can lift this up. Yeah, good. And I really like how it lets go of the ink. I don't know, is that my imagination? All right, I'm going to send her two. I'll put these aside to dry. Maybe I'll send her another one. Since I have this paper out, I'll just bore you guys. It's a fun stamp. Miss Allie K, I carved this off of I felt like carving one day. I wanted to see how this Easy Cut from Dick Blick. I got it at the thrift store. I have no idea how old it is. I wanted to see how it would carve up. And it's a little bit grainy, but I'm washing my hands here. But I think that it might be older. So that might, it might be kind of starting to dry out a little, just a little. So I wouldn't say that it would be like if you'd get a new piece from the... But I just threw some paintbrushes and pencils down on my desk and drew a design and carved it out just because I felt like playing. Maybe if I could get a hold of it here and here. Link to Tanya's video is above. Thank you, Janet. I appreciate that. I'll go back on the replay and bop in there. Yay! Now I can run to the post office tomorrow morning and send Kathy her prints. Thank you, Barb. I have seen paintbrush stamps before, and I have seen the Keep Calm and Art, Do Art. I've seen that before, so I wouldn't say that this is completely original, but it's mine and I wanted to play. So it was fun to play with it, and I just like how it releases the ink on this. It keeps the ink, it seems like, along the edges. But all right, very happy with how those turned out. Kathy will be getting some happy mail from Mary. I've put in one of my cards. Hey, speaking of my cards, guys, I've only got 3 left to go. Look at this. Look at this. These are the cards that I made out of the drop paper. Let me wash my hands off again. I'm learning to be neat and not so messy, but it's a it's a trial. these are the cards that I made off of Aunt Beck's. We did her Dirty Dozen, and of course mine was all purple in the background, and I've been using Tim Holt's little paper doll folks and his, I think this was a, well, these were his, he had some die cuts, but a lot of them were travel and postal. And the cards are just a little bit, these are just envelopes that I got at Walmart. I've had them around. But I thought, well, you know, if you stick a tag or something in there. So, hi, Hilda, welcome. Hi, Stephanie, welcome. Good to see both of you in here. Okay, here's something to do with my collage images. Yes, Allie Kay, it is. So I'm thinking, what if I send Kathy this one? And they're just blank on the inside. So credit Aunt Beck for this. And I turned my drop paper over because I have to tell you that chicken coop, what was it, honeycomb, I call it chicken coop, design can really kind of get psychedelic. And I have two left down here at the bottom to put together yet. But I think the Dirty Dozen that we did on Wednesday night, I think I'm going to make card bases out of it too. So, let me put the stamp, I'm going to just put it right back in here so I know where it's at. So, and I'm done with that, and I'm done with that, and I'm going to put this with my stamp-offs. So that's done. Hey, I got 2 things done in my live session tonight. Yay. I made a little list. The next thing is to work on my Faces journal. And I have it here. I have it right here. I've been painting out pages. I need to strengthen the binding here, but I'll do that off camera. But I've been painting. I've got all the front pages painted. And I've got some in the middle here to paint, 4 or 5 of them, and I think I finished painting all the back pages. I just have the back cover, so yay! I have to tell you, if you gesso your pages or you paint them, I think that it takes me about 2 bottles to do my entire magazine, which is not too bad. I get it at Walmart, and it's 8 fluid ounces. You may not want to paint it out because I end up cutting them out anyway. Let's go to that little girl that I did last week, the little vampire. And I'm going to do her sister. Let me reach down here and get it. I've been using, I hope it's okay, been using this siblings book as, let me pull this out. Let me pull this out as a reference. And of course I have it upside down. Why would I have it right side up? Let's see, where are they in here? Here they are. So this was a reference photo off of this picture. Let me move some of my fine line paint applicators, because this book is absolutely going to knock them all over. And here and here. I need a desk that's 6 feet wide and 10 feet long at least. 10 feet long wouldn't fit in this room. The room's barely 10 feet long. I'm exaggerating. It might be about 12 feet long, but it's kind of a different room. I'm happy. They're not complaining. I'm not complaining. Thank you. Thank you for my home. All right. So I start out by, and I'll try to keep, I'm sitting down. I'll try to keep an eye on it. And if you see me spinning or buffering, chances are I'm going to lose my data connection, but I try to keep an eye on it and come back as soon as I can. But sometimes it seems to happen when I'm really concentrating, and that's what's going to happen here. Don't tell YouTube. Let's look at chat first. Stephanie, Lucia just subscribed to your channel. Thank you, Lucia. Mitzi says, Stephanie, is that what you show on your video? Tanya says, Meri, it does not help. It's still always covered with stuff. It would be too, Tanya. But you know what? I don't know if it was my last live session. I was talking about this corner over here, and where I need to pull out some boxes that have like old videotapes in them. That's probably tapes of Wheel of Fortune from 10 years ago or something. And I need to pull those out. And I was at Walmart the other day, and I saw a little stand that only cost, a little plastic bookshelf that was a sturdy one. It was not a wobbly one. And they only wanted $14 for it. So I think I'm going to go buy that and put it in the corner. If it doesn't fit, well, I'll find another place for it. But it looks like it might fit my corner so that I have a place to put some of my things, like my journals that I'm working on. And I can free up my hobby cart that Lucia gave me for things like my fine line paint applicators and things that I can pull right up to my desk while I'm doing a live session. Oh yeah, I'm starting with a pen. Well, actually, not that pen. I want my... And this is... I like these Pen Plus Gear markers, but that's not the one I want. I want one that's... Here. I want them... You can get them both at Walmart. 2 for 44 cents. And I really like these. They're like Sharpies. They're permanent markers. And I like them because if I'm working and I ruin them, I've only ruined 22 cents, but they do mark very nice over dried acrylic matte craft paint. They mark really nice over it. If your paint's still wet, it doesn't work as well. But what pen works over wet paint? Tell me that. And I think that may have been one. This one may be going dry. Let me reach over here and get. Let me get a new set here, because I was at Walmart last week and I found some new ones, but I did not find my beloved extreme glue stick. But thank you, Tanya and Lisa and My Eclectic Life. Both sent me some glue sticks. And I've been watching my Walmart, but if they were there, they got snatched up really fast. I can find the craft ones. I can find the other Elmer's ones, but the extreme ones... They get snatched up really fast. But see, I use these Pen Plus Gear. I get them at Walmart. They're just a black generic marker, and they're permanent. And I only paid 44 cents for 2 of them. And I think, wow, and I like them. So let's see what else. Meri's off on a rabbit trail. Meri, it does not help. Oh, I read that. The little girl reminds me of my daughter. Oh, really? When I was doing her last week, I got the biggest chuckle because before I got her mouth painted in and everything, they were telling me she looked like a little vampire-ish. And I'm going, vampire? She's a sweet little girl. What do you mean? And then I realized that because, I'm so afraid of doing open mouths. I'm so afraid of making her look like a jack-o'-lantern, not a vampire. But after I got her painted in and everything, she turned out. Lisa says, I got 3 notifications for Meri's videos today, but not get one for the live stream. What's going on? I have no idea. Except for Lisa, I did start a live stream. And as I was typing in, you got to realize when I start my live streams, I start them on my phone. And when I type in, you can see right down here, this little chat box. Even when I turn it in landscape mode, that's about all the space I have to type stuff in. And so I make a lot of mistakes. So I made a mistake and it went back and I hit the wrong thing and I restarted it. So it may have had an issue with that. How to Get Creative says, that's funny. And Packard Eye says, because I can't throw anything away, Barb. I don't know what they're talking about, but let's see. Mark said he did a quick wreath. Chew, excuse me. Oh, I sneezed, my phone cord fell out. That was the sneeze heard round the world. I'm not getting that summer cold. No, I'm not. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Janet. Now I'm giggling. All right, let's set this down and actually do something. Let's see, though. Let me get set up here. I want to get this paper that I was printing on set off to the side so I don't knock it around. Alrighty. So I'm going to, over here, see, this is this little gal. Now I'm going to do this little gal here, but she's got her hand on her shoulder. I probably will not do the hands. I'm not really concentrating on hands. I'm concentrating on faces. But look, she's got an open mouth with teeth. Oh no! Challenge, Mary's challenge, open mouth with teeth. So I don't know quite how she's gonna, let me get this block printing ink out of the way. That block printing ink, my channel started in 2013. And, oh, who was the name of that gal? She sent me, it was my very first Happy Mail package, and I was totally floored. She sent me so many nice things. And she sent me that gold block printing ink. And she sent me some other block printing ink and pins and fabric and just floored me. All right, so now my page, you can't see it too well, but the top of my page is here and here. Now her head is actually, let me put it here. Her head is actually a little bit higher than this gal. But if I try that here, it will run off of the page. So I'm going to put their heads on the same level. So I'll be moving her down in my drawing just to get her to fit the page. So her hat, I'm going to imagine her hat will come right about here. And one thing about drawing with ink, especially if you're going to paint, don't be afraid to make a mistake, because you can easily paint over it. And the other thing that I've noticed, especially when you're doing hats, I always want to leave a good space between the brim of the hat and the eyes. There's not a space. I mean, there's maybe, on this picture, there's maybe a half of inch of space in there. And that brim is actually, you know, a hat covers your eyes. So I've been kind of trying to train myself not to want to put that brim so far up, and it covers most of the forehead. And I have to put this over here. There's a lot of the hat showing underneath here, and there's a lot showing here. So if you add this to this, and I'll bet you if we measured, where's my ruler? Here. If I actually measured this photo, and I'm going to kind of guess here, it is about an inch and a fourth from the edge of the paper to maybe the edge of her face there. And I'm going to count her ear as, because her hairline here, the edge of her face to the edge of this hat is not quite an inch and a fourth. It's more like an inch and an eighth. So that's, let's just call it 2 3/8 inches. And her face itself is from here to here is 2 and, well, a half, almost, just a little over 2.5. So the area from here to here added to the area from the edge of her face to the edge of her hat is just a little bit shorter than the width of her face. Why am I saying all of that? Because I got this. I'm going, if I add this to this, it's going to be about equal to what I put in the center here. And I don't usually measure out all of this. I usually kind of just say it verbally to myself. There goes my ruler. I kind of say it verbally to myself mentally, but I don't always get it right then either. But I'm just kind of noticing that in this photo. So what I'm saying is I want to leave space here, a good amount of space, because, you know, she's got her hairline here. She's got her hair, and she's kind of got her hair kind of comes down in there, and her ear kind of comes up in here. Now in this gal, her ears, when I did her ears are just two shapes on the side of her head. And actually, if you look at this photo, now this ear, you can see it in more detail. This ear, all you see there is a shape. You might see just a little part of her inner ear there, but not much. So this ear could really have more hair coming down over it, and this ear could have more detail in it. But this is just a fun face. They're all just fun faces. I'm not really trying to make a portrait per se, but I do notice these things when I draw, and as long as I have to have something to chat about, I can't go into fast forward. When I go into fast forward, I can be quiet, but when I'm doing a live session, I can't be quiet. I have to say something. So let's put in the brim of her hat. Here, this pen is being ornery to me when I just said how well I like them over dried paint. And she's got a flower up in here. And this is the ribbon. Kind of comes, well, it curves more. And then her hat over here is kind of like a straw hat. So I'm just going to put some irregular lines, I guess you can say. And I don't have to be too detailed on this because I am going to paint this. And a lot of what I'm doing here will actually get painted out. But there's her hat. Am I happy with it? Pretty much. And her face comes this way. I don't know why this pen is being ornery to me tonight. I'm going to try the other one. Maybe it's the pen. Usually I don't have that much trouble with them right after I get them out of the package. It's just making a fool out of me. What can I say? Alright. Just go on. I don't care. I don't care. Now her face comes like that. She's got some pretty little eyes. And I'm not watching chat at all, so be careful what you say about me. I do read the replays. Now I got some paint here that I'll paint this out, but that was when I closed the book. I got some little paint there. I'll just paint it out. Now, it's always the open mouth and the noses that get me. And she's got a pretty smile, but can I actually make it as pretty here as what she is? And I know it's the teeth. It's the teeth. I'm not even going to draw the teeth in. They look like vampire teeth. got a lip here. And I think I have her mouth closed a little bit more than what's in the book. But I'm happy with it. I'm not going to... Well, actually, I don't. Maybe I'm just... And let's just kind of bring it down this way. And give her a neckline. And a neckline. And she's got pearls on. Whee! So her neck comes this way. And I don't have to be too exact at this, because, like I said, I'm going to be painting. And then her dress comes this way, and her dress is actually, you probably can't see it, but her dress has actually got little flowers all over it. Let's give her a shoulder and a shoulder, and I'm just going to put some little flowers in there. And it's kind of got a smocked top. Oh, I'm happy with that. That's good enough. She probably has a bigger neck here than what she does in the photo. So I could probably even bring that up a little if I wanted. But I'm going to go ahead and paint. Now at this point I'm just going to put the book aside and just have fun. Throw the book down on the floor. Let's get out some paint. Natural buff, and my paintbrushes are way up here. Okay, what do I want? What do I want? I think I'll do this one. Do they look like sisters? And I was actually, yeah, let me get out some wax paper. I don't think that I'll do my, I do not think that I will do my house book tonight. I'm going to skip that because I spend too much time on this stuff. So, I want to do that pick 10 tonight. So that's probably what we'll do right after I do this. Let's just give her a... Now I'm going to have to imagine what color to... I don't want to make her... I know she's got a straw hat on. But what color... Her dress is probably a light pink and maybe some blue flowers in there. So maybe I'll give her a blue hat. And... her hat's kind of straw, but I'm gonna put some blue tones in it. And let's just take this out in here. Let's see. Well, I have my Georgia clay. Just a dab. Well, a dab too much. And she's probably got shadow right underneath of her face because she's got a hat on. And she's got shadow underneath of her nose and in her neck area. I'm just trying to think where the shadows would fall. Now I want to get out the blue. What did I do? I pulled that towel out. Yeah. What's happening in chat? What's happening in chat? Stephanie says, oh cool, I'm going to grab a shower real quick before the pick 10. Okay, Stephanie, I'll wait till you're back. Hi, Suze. Welcome. Mark, I love your mushroom pin cushion. I'm going to have to go watch that, Mark. Tanya says, Becky, what did you find thrifting today? Becky went thrifting today. Lisa says, I'm back and we have another cute little girl. Aunt Beck says, I got lucky, Tanya. Scott found one at the... Oh, Aunt Beck got a really long phone cord. Stephanie finished your laundry? Oh, she does. Aunt Beck said she looks like a young Queen Elizabeth. You know, she does. Even her photo does. I would agree with that, Aunt Beck. My connection is horrible tonight. Sorry about that, Tanya. Got a switch, got a laundry to do. There's no gap to make her a vampire. Miss Allie K, I've been sneezing a lot too, Mary. I don't feel bad. I don't feel like a cold's coming on, but all right, I'm back to the bless yous. Not you, Mary, just mine. Okay, good. Let me plug my phone back in. I do think she looks like a young Queen Elizabeth. I think it's the hat. But I think I want to smooth out her skin tone just a little bit more here. Sometimes if I look away and then come back, sometimes I notice more. Now that's probably too dark. And I was trying to use up what I have, but now it's way too dark. So get out that buff again. But the other thing that I've noticed about this craft paint is that it will kind of, after it dries, maybe it's my imagination, but I think that it kind of smooths out a little. I'm not saying that you don't see your brush strokes, because if you have prominent brush strokes like I may have here, you will still see them. But for some reason or another, like over here, I think she dried a lot smoother than when she was wet. All right, I'm going to leave that and add some brown. Brown, or maybe even a Prussian blue for a shadow underneath of her hat. If I can get any out of here. There's some. Don't need a whole lot. I just need a little. And maybe I'll just mix it right in here. Get some of that right in here. Almost looks like a lavender with the Georgia clay and the Prussian blue, but kind of like that. Now, if I remember right, she's got hair in there too. I'm going to have to go back in and put in the hair. And I think she's got an ear, but I think I painted it out. She's got hair coming. Oh, it's hair. This is her. She's got hair coming down in here. I'll just leave it like that because I'm going to cut in there anyway. But I want some pretty blue. Pretty blue. Going to put some blue tones in her hat. Maybe a little white. I'm got me some more white, but let's see what I can get out of this. May not be what I'm looking for, but we'll see. I kind of wanted her to have a blue hat, and maybe we'll bring some of that blue down in here. And this is really a straw hat. I think the hat probably has more yellow tones, but I'm having fun. Let's get some of that buff in there. And I really need a little bit more. Yay! Just kind of like that. Now I need some brown. That's a Prussian blue, I think. Where's my brown? Put my brown back. for her hair. I'm getting it. Too much. Painty paper is going to go smeared in my dictionaries. She's got some brown hair. And here I'm going to have to look at that photo again because, let me look. I got to look to see what I'm actually doing here. Actually, it's hidden a lot, but you can see her hair in there. You can see her hair coming down there, and there's her ear. So she's got hair kind of coming down this way. And coming down this way. And then it kind of her poor ear. I'll be repainting her ear. It kind of comes like that. I'll be touching that up. Oh no! Her hair is longer on this side than it is on this side. Oh dear! Well, I gave her a bad haircut. Ah. Where's my white? Whoops. Let's get rid of this. She would not go to my beauty shop, for sure. I'm going to cut this section out in here, but I don't like it being that long just looking at it. It throws me off. Okay. I don't know why I'm being so particular. I should just be having fun. I think it's because I'm live. You guys, it's all your fault. Actually, she should have more. The areas that I'm painting here are very flat. If you were doing a portrait, you would be putting more dimensional features on her face, probably more layers. I'm just kind of having fun. Let's see, let's get some more blue ribbon in there. I'm kind of happy with that. Shall we give her blue eyes? Let's give her some blue eyes. Now go back in with the black and the white. And I don't know. My tiny brushes all the way down inside of this jar of brushes. Come on. The one I want is escaping my grasp. Where is he? Where did he go? Well, I suppose I'm going to have to dump them all out here. I should not put my short brushes in with my long brushes. And my water brushes. But I needed a place to put my brushes. So they all went in this jar. That's where they're going back. Okay, I actually got some pins, and I want a little brush. Here it is. This is the one I wanted. Alrighty, thank you for your patience. What's going on in chat? Mary's just here talking to herself. Kathy Whitney, hi! Hi, Janet. I'm still at my son's house babysitting. He said he couldn't get off last night till 8. 8, is it a.m. or p.m.? Already worn out. Hi, Kimberly. Welcome, Kimberly. Welcome, Kathy. Tanya says, oh, she's talking to Mark. She says her studio's hot in the morning. I get a really bright sunlight coming, east sun coming in the morning, and it really doesn't quit shining in until about 11 a.m. So if I want to work early in the morning, I have to either close the curtains or walk away from it. Aunt Beck says, let it go, let it go, let it go. Uneven haircuts are quite popular. Uh-oh. Oh, dear. Well, oh, look, what did I do here? Oh, shoot. It was just out from the paintbrushes. I just thought I messed up her face. I was reading comments. Let it go, let it go, let it go. You guys, you shouted at me and I painted right over it. Hi, Hilda. Welcome. Are those Derby girls from Kentucky? You know, let me look at the book. This is a book of siblings. And I doubt that they are Derby girls. They sure do look like it. Look at this one. Maybe I should paint these faces. Looks like they've been... When I saw the two of them, their heads bent together over game, one dark and one fair, I felt that I'd made a perfect world that would continue long after I was gone. I don't know what she's talking about there. They're just sisters. This is a book about siblings, brothers and sisters. So they do look like they could live in Kentucky, though, don't they? The elder insists that he must join them at his new school. I don't know what they're talking about here. The sisters ricochet from one to the other. Sometimes all three of them lie down in a hammock stretched between two tall pines and talk for hours. So I don't think that they are specifically Derby girls, but they could be with their hats. All right, see, I put that paint right in that, put that paintbrush right in the paint. I want a little bit of this brown with a little bit of the buff. I want to just put in, and I'm just going to imagine her eye here again. Maybe a little bit more brown. And maybe this brush is short and kind of fat, but I like it for doing the eyebrows. But when I get into doing the eyelashes, you can hardly see the bristles on this. And I'm not calling this a professionally done deal, but at least I can still have fun with it. Her face here is in a lot of shadow. I'm going to just put dark brown in her eye there. And she's got teeth. She's got teeth, and I don't want to paint them in. I need my Tuscan red, which is getting empty too. I got more, but I might as well just use what I have. If I can get some out of the cap. And low. Well, she's not perfect by any means. Looks like she might have gotten her mother's lipstick. No! What's going on in chat? Lisa, that's going to be fantastic. We are planning a trip to Mount Rushmore next May. How's the weather then in South Dakota? I can't speak for that. They're a little bit further north than we are here in Nebraska. Guess I'll let somebody who lives in the South Dakota answer. Yeah. Let's give her kind of a bluish. Right. I got to see Mount Rushmore maybe I was around, what, 26, 28, up around then there. I had a friend who's passed away now, but she lived in western Nebraska. And I went out and visited her, and she took me up to see Mount Rushmore. I'm kind of liking that. Now I think I'll give her a blue flower up here, just kind of maybe with some pink. I need more red. Ah! I think I'm about out of red. I want pink. I kind of want some pinky flowers down here. I want pink. Ooh, that's red. Alrighty. The only other thing that I want to do is just a little bit to her nose. And I don't know how much. Her face here actually is in a lot of shadow. Probably needs some more. And look at that ear sitting up there all by its lonely. Ear is not going to get much attention. Oh, Mary's lost in her world. I think I'm about ready to put in my lines here and call it a painting. It's not really a painting because I put in a lot of dark lines, drawing lines. Which I think professional painters would shy away from that, saying, you don't need to draw your face. The face has natural shadows that define it. Alrighty. Stop playing. I'm happy. Let me... Oh. I actually used, and you probably could not see them now, but I actually used some of my dictionary pages on Aunt Beck's Dirty Dozen last Wednesday, but they all got, well, I guess a few of them are still there. I'm not going to waste this paint. I'm going to smear it on here. Who knows? I may come back and stamp on it. It's craft paint. I don't want to waste it. We pay good money for craft paint. Mostly blues and reds here. Where's my big brush? Doesn't look like much now, but put some gold on it. Put a stencil on it. Let it dry. Stencil over it. That's good. What did I do there? It's okay, her face needs to be in a little shadow anyway. Okay. Where's my... I'm pretty happy with her. I'm not unhappy with her. What happened to my... Pulled my heat gun out of the plug here. Mary's just talking to herself. What did I do there? Oh, did I put that book down on this? How come I didn't notice this stuff? What am I doing? I'm messing her up. I'll be cutting that out anyway, but it's kind of a mess there. Oh well. Not happy. Not happy. Birthmark. Kimberly says. That's funny. Ooey gooey pages. Professionals teach us, Stephanie says, let me read this, it looks interesting. Stephanie says, professionals teach us well, but us professional artists end up having to unlearn a lot of the rules later. That is so true. That is so true. Well said, Stephanie. Yeah, some of us need the guidelines. Mark says, oh, well, I thought about that. There's a place I can set up my RV in town. I prefer to have 2 rooms anywho. This spoiled, tiny little wretch better let me have my table back. You must be talking about your kitty back. Hilda says, Meri, I loved your 5-minute challenge sketching the old guy. You're doing great with these girls. Thank you, Hilda. I have my 5-minute video in my Mornings with Meri for tomorrow morning. It's all edited and ready to upload. And I'm not doing an old guy. I only did the old guy because he was right there when I needed him. All right, I think I could. I'm wondering if this pen, or maybe I should go with that wide one. What did I do with the wide one? Here it is. This wide one was marking well for me. Let me try this. Yeah, the professionals will tell you not to put big black lines around all of your art, because what you should be able to do, rather than draw her face in here and draw it like I am kind of bad, you should be able to define where her neckline is by the shadow of her neckline, rather than having to draw a line to define her neckline. But now I learned that 40 years ago. So I kind of wonder if maybe the rules haven't changed a little. Maybe not in fine arts. In the fine arts, they may still stick to that rule. But a lot of illustration and color books for sure will have big dark lines. And I like to mix my sketching, my drawing, with, especially when it's just art journaling and having fun. I like to mix my drawing with my painting, so you aren't getting a real painting. You're kind of getting a sketch with a painting, a sketchy painting. And I think in watercolor they probably come closest to doing that with professional art. But a professional painter probably would not define faces with big black lines. Or maybe they do, or maybe some type of modern art they might, but Picasso might do it. But I probably would not win any points with an art teacher if I were submitting this. But I don't care. We parted ways long ago. She kind of has scraggly hair there. Let's just put in some flowers. Are you all bored with my lady, my Queen Elizabeth, my young Queen Elizabeth? She's the older sister. in this layout. This is the younger sister and this is the older sister. And I want to define her eyes just a little bit more here. And I'm leaving her mouth. I should do something with her nose, not with that pen. I don't know. These don't seem to be working as well as what I thought. But this is I think it's the pens themselves. This is the first time I've had that much trouble with these pens going on a painty surface. And her teeth in the photograph are much larger, but I'm not going to do that to her. All right, now I have one more thing that I want to do, and that's cut her out or cut around her. And let's do that, and then I'll call it done. Thank you for letting me bore you. Now, I think it was Aunt Beck in my houses journal who suggested that I put a pattern, do one page a pattern, because I was talking about how the house, the man was showing up above the roof of the house, and I kind of like that. And I think it was Aunt Beck who suggested putting pattern paper behind there, painty paper. I might do something like that. I'm still thinking about exactly how I want to do it. Is Stephanie back yet? Let me check here. Yeah, she is. There are more techniques, thankfully, now that are considered proper. Yay! Maybe I'll go back to school, Stephanie. I could never agree with my teachers. What do you mean I can't use black lines? Don't give me an F because I use the magic marker on my painting. The other thing was the rule that I learned back then was composition, and I can understand that, but to this day I still remember it. It was like if you do a human figure and you have the feet and the hands, don't let the feet and the hands fall off of the edge of the page, like have the head and the torso and everything and have the hand go off the edge of the page, like it was cut off and the feet cut off. That was a no-no in one class that I took. That would earn you a bad grade if you compositionally chopped off hands and feet. I halfway agreed with that. But I think people would do it because, well, I don't know, feet, but hands are really a challenge to do sometimes. So maybe that's the other rule that needs a little changing. And I have to tell you, I had a composition teacher in my in my college years who loved to talk. He would be a good live streamer. The students would take his class just to hear him talk, just like what we do when we live stream. You would go in and work on your art. He would have the class and everything, but as you were working, he'd just chatter away. He'd talk about art stuff, but he'd talk about other stuff too. He would make a good live streamer. I'm just going to pull this out. I still remember my final piece I did for that class. I think I surprised him. Look, my back page came off. I knew it was going to. I will I will attach that back in here. See, it came off. It was stapled. I won't do it tonight. I want to cut this out. She's getting her her flip do here. I imagine that teacher, he has to see his final day by now, because he was in his probably his early 50s. If he's alive today, he would have to be in his mid to late 90s. He's probably still talking. Oh dear. I think I kind of surprised them with my final. You had to do a final piece, composition, and boy, I worked hard on it too. I think that they didn't think that I was doing anything. And I was doing my work. It was just not under their eye. I turned it in. I think it surprised them I actually did it. I took that course as a, even back then you could take them as, oh, what do you call it? When you don't get a grade, not an independent study. What was that? I can't remember what they called that. They had a term for it where you just went in and you took it wasn't auditing the class, but you didn't get a grade. How could you grade art? I still struggle with that. Because to grade art, you have to have a standard to grade it by, such as don't cut the hands and feet off of your edge of your page, or an eye has to look realistic or it's not art, or did you actually paint in the style of Picasso, or no black lines around your faces. Just give her a little snippies here. But I had a drawing teacher. She probably was one of my best teachers. One of the teachers that I actually got along with that I liked. She encouraged me, and it's probably one, I think I was good at drawing before I went to school, but she probably encouraged me more than the other teachers did. I liked her a lot. I got an A+ out of that course. I deserved that grade. Okay, I think I'm done. There she is in all of her beauty. Let's see, did I have, yeah, I have this, what is that? Oh, that's the edge of that hat there. Oh, I'm pretty happy with her. So, are you guys ready to do a pick 10? Am I bored you stiff? I have to stand up to do the pick 10s. I have to plug my phone back in. Thank you, Janet. Art in school should be about the effort. I agree. It should be about, well, are you actually doing what you are doing? Maybe, you know, and I guess it should be a little bit about progress. Maybe progress not in the fact that you can really draw a face now, but progress in the fact that you tried, you know, like even my noses. I've been drawing faces for years and years and years, and I probably would not give myself an A+ on my noses. But I progressed. I progressed. Oh, Jerry, good night. Thanks for popping in, Jerry. Gotta go get going. I have a date with Hubs early morning. Thank you, Jerry. Have a really good night. Enjoy that date. She was quietly gluing while I was painting. All right, let's set up to do a pick 10. And the way that I want to do this pick 10 is probably a little bit different. And Lucia has been so good to give me prompts. She printed them out on labels and everything, and I've made the cards to put them on, but I don't have them in there yet. So I'm not going to use those. Let me get my, I'm just going to set all these paints over this side. This next week, what I'm going to work on doing is I'm going to finish up painting my pages in here. I think I'm going to trim these down to see how they're beginning to stick out. And I'm going to heal my cover. So that's my task for next week. I have my pick 10 right here that I did last week. Did we do this? I did this in Lisa's Monday, I think. So what I want to do with the pick 10, let me stand up to do this. Let me get this book out of the way. Is anybody going to work along with me? Stephanie's going to work along with me. Is anybody else working along with the pick 10? Welcome to everybody who's come in. And Beck, you're working along? Yay! You can probably help us along when you hear what I want to do. And Jen Yates is working. Hi, Jen. I didn't see you come in. Welcome. And Stephanie. Okay. Is anybody else going to work along with us? I'm going to work on this page. I'm just going to fold it like this. What I'm going to do is have you challenge. I was going to say challenge me, but it's going to be challenge us. So you guys are going to be giving us prompts. Sue's going to work with us. So you're going to be giving us prompts, and I'm not sure how to do it except for to call out a name and say, Janet, give us prompt 1. So it's going to kind of challenge you too. Tell us what you want us to do for prompt 1, and we'll go work on our page. So Janet is going to give us prompt 1. We'll put her on the spot. And you can do anything. I mean, you make it easy or hard or fun. Yeah, Stephanie is Leather Jade. Pick 3 colors. Okay. Stephanie, Jen, and Suze, and Aunt Beck, we're supposed to pick 3 colors. So you know what one of my colors is going to be. And I am liking metallics lately, so I'm going to go with this purple. And maybe not the purple, maybe no, not silver and gold. Silver and gold? Shall I do silver and gold and black maybe? I've got a black metallic here someplace. Yeah, silver, gold, and black. Ooh, she just got new metallic acrylics. All right, Stephanie. So we got 3 colors we're going to use. And I'm going to use my poor little palette knife that already has gold on it. You know what I should use instead of this pretty silk screening gold is use that block printing gold so you can see how it acts on this page. This is the block print gold. Prompt 1 is pick 3 colors. Hi, Packer Die. She got sucked into a Hulu show. Hulu? So this is more of a, I call this more of an antique gold. And I guess I'm going to put it on kind of thin because I do want it to dry. And let's do some silver. I should probably shake this up a little. I don't use it much. So y'all be thinking what you want us to do for prompts next. And I should have to remember that Aunt Beck tells me that silver works best over black. I should have put my black on first. I'm just going to scoot it over. Where's my... Let's put some black on there and mix our... See how it acts with the silver. And I have to say, this paint is kind of thin. Look, it's... as I drag my palette knife through it, it's given a really transparent layer. But that's okay. Now... rather than what I think I want to do is dry this black a little, and I'm just going to smush it on there with my palette knife, and I'm going to dry it a little so that I can put the silver over it and it won't mix in because it'll just turn gray. And I'm taking my time. You guys probably have yours done. Hi, Ruth. Ruth, do you want to work along with us? We're doing a pick 10. We're on the very first prompt. We're doing pick 3 colors as the first prompt. I'm doing black, gold, and silver. Or you can watch. Lisa's doing her laundry tonight. Stephanie did her laundry tonight. We're doing the laundry tonight. Let's see how it works to put some of this. Just kind of smush it in there. Not... I don't want to mix it in. I don't want it too thick either, or it won't dry. I think I'll take some of this gold that I... Let's put some up in here. Alrighty. Now I think I'll dry. Who wants to do the next prompt? Hi, Never Hopeless Elizabeth. Welcome. Only on for a bit. It's past your bedtime. Well, thanks for peeking in before you went off to bed. We appreciate you. We appreciate you coming in. I'm going to heat gun alert here. Heat gun alert. Linda is writing the prompts down. We'll do it tomorrow. Too tired tonight. Just watch. Okay, Linda, that's fine. I really like doing these pick 10s. I tell you, they are such a, they're not a challenge. They're just fun because you don't know what you're going to do next. You really don't plan these out. That's kind of thick right there. You know what this is the back of Aunt Beck's Dirty Dozen. Somebody's going to get a card with gold back smears. Who's going to do the next prompt? Then you need a volunteer. And it could be one of you other gals that are doing pick 10 if you want. If you want to call out a prompt. We're getting ready to do prompt 2. Linda got up at 4 this morning. Oh, no wonder you're tired. Becky. Did Becky do the next prompt? I lost track of chat. Becky was laughing. Mark says, I'll do the pick 10 later as I have abandoned the art room due to heat. I understand, Mark. We got the air conditioner on. Actually, I'm one to be the sneak and turn on the air conditioning. I go, I'm hot, I'm turning it on. Now my paint is still wet in spots, but I think I can go on. So I'm going to say I'm ready. Add a bunch of hashtags. Are you serious, Aunt Beck? Hashtags? Stephanie's ready. Okay. So Hilda's got prompt 3. Becky's got prompt 2. Prompt 2 is add a bunch of hashtags, and prompt 3 is texture or modeling paste with color. So we got 2 prompts to work on. Hashtags, hashtags, hashtags. Are you serious? Are you serious? How am I? Let's see. Think I'll add them with my. Except maybe I'll add them with this. Notice my palette is the back of the. My palette is the back of Aunt Beck's Dirty Dozen. I might just have to paint over that. Hashtags. A bunch of them. And we already have prompt 3, which is colored modeling paste or textured paste. Oops, that hashtag got a little smeared. I might have to go in with some gold. Add a bunch of hashtags. How many is a bunch? 3? The only thing I can say about this is that it will probably get covered up in the long run unless I do a really big one. What I kind of like about hashtags is you can elongate them and make diagonals. Let's put a long one here. And I love diagonals. I'm not saying my palette knife is the best thing to use to do a hashtag. Okay, I'm going to call that a bunch of them. Let's just smear this out. Because I'm having fun. Alright, texture paste, colored texture paste. And since I really don't have texture paste, but I have this Bria Reese, and it's getting old, I think, and I've been trying to use it up. But it does seem to work nice through a stencil. Let me dry this a little. So Aunt Beck, I got hashtags. This is looking a little Japanese to me. I don't really do Oriental type art. This is really thickened now. I'll paint over that. Maybe I'll put my modeling paste on there. It's almost too thick. There. I'll cover that up. Oh, look at the mess I have. Which is the mess, the desk or the page? The desk. You just wait. It gets better, hopefully. Anything gooey will do, Hilda says. Are you done, Stephanie? Yeah, leave it just like this. But we've got 7 more prompts to go. You know, actually, that's a good point. Okay. That's a good point, Stephanie. I mean, Tanya. Tanya and Stephanie were right together. Sometimes our first layers are the best. Sometimes if we could just walk away and leave it. I'm going to get out a stencil. Stencil. What, should I try one of these? Why not? I didn't know I had a honeycomb stencil. I saw it here the other day and I go, I've got a honeycomb stencil. Where did that come from? It's part of a pack. It's probably going to get messy now. So I think I'm going to put it right in there. Right in there. Actually, I was waiting until after tonight. I'm going to clean all my stencils again with, what is it? Murphy's oil soap. And I tell you this, I can tell this is probably not what you would get if you were buying a new product. I can tell that this is getting dry and yucky, old, but I just want to use it up. I got it fair price. I mean, it was on sale. I got it for, did I tear off the price tag? I tore it off. It was like $1.29 or something. So sometimes when you buy things on sale like that, you have to expect it not to be perfect. But it is going on, and I used it the other night. Was it the Dirty Dozen or the, no, I think it was Lisa's. Actually, I think I'll put it down here too through these. Just use up as much as I can of it, I guess. And I do have some glycerin I could probably put in there and it might soften it a little. But we'll just use it like this. I think I want some more in there. Now I wonder what this will look like when I pick it up. Ooh, I actually like it. Very cool. Now you're talking. Now you're talking. Let's get this closed up good. Yeah. That turned out better than we thought, huh? Let's wipe my palette knife off if I can. I actually used some of that Germ-X hand sanitizer to clean these. Of course, I don't have the cleanest paper towel. I'll clean them better afterwards. put everything in Murphy's oil soap. How you guys doing? I'm drying mine. Think of a prompt 4. Thank you, Kimberly. Janet. We're getting ready for prompt 4, so somebody think of a prompt 4 for us. Stephanie's done. And Beth, you done? Jen? Yeah, ready? And Beth, you ready? Jen is done. Suze, how you doing? Yeah, Janet says, who wants to do prompt 4? Somebody give us a prompt 4. We're waiting on you. Suze is drying. So am I, Suze. This is a little tacky. Book paper. Tanya says book paper. Prompt 4 is book paper. Thank you, Tanya. And prompt 5 is splash a complementary color not used so far. Thank you, Hilda. We've got prompt 4 and 5 now. Book paper is prompt 4, and prompt 5 is splash a complementary color not used before. So I'm going to do my book paper first. And actually, I'm working for my dictionary. But I'm not going to use these because they're too dark. What shall I use? Just a plain page? But now, what word do I want? Heckle? Flavor? Fleur-de-lis. Here we go. Fleur-de-lis page. So since I got a fleur-de-lis here, maybe I'll tear it like a fleur-de-lis if I can. Only not a big one, maybe a couple of small ones. Or maybe I'll cut them. Just because I feel like it. See, here's my fleur-de-lis here, so I'll cut it out. Fleur-de-lis, I'll cut out the definition. And, let's see, I don't want, let's fold it like this and like this. Get rid of the margin and get rid of the gutter and get rid of the other gutter. We don't want a gutter balls here. Get rid of that margin. I'm going to leave this. All right, let's cut me a fleur-de-lis, just because I feel like it. A fast one. It doesn't have to be perfect. And it won't be. It'll come up, and then they curve around this way, sort of. And then sort of curve around this way. Sort of. And since it's going to be off-center because I don't have enough room. Curve around that way. Curve in that way. And then come up this way. This is a Fast and Furious fleur-de-lis. Ooh, but I like it. Maybe I'll just use the outline too. Fleur-de-lis to flip-flop. That's what this says. Fleur-de-lis to flip-flop was the definition. I'm going to leave that. And I'm going to cut another one here. Let's see, I'll put the definition. Put this definition is right here. I want to put fleur-de-lis definition. Maybe I'll put him right there. But I need another fleur-de-lis. I'm going to fix this a little bit more. Come on. A little better. I want another fleur-de-lis. Let's cut him out of here. Actually, I think if I fold him in half, he could be symmetrical. Like this. Why didn't I think of that before? I just wasn't thinking. Actually, well, we'll come back to that. Like this. Like that. Now I need to fix this. Didn't say that it was going to be perfect. There we go. Oh, I'm liking him. Alright, fleur-de-lis. I'm going to put those on there. They're already kind of sticking. What do I have there? Oh, let's move him over. Let's glue these down. Yeah, I got a little bit of this too. Let's put this over here. Let's put this up. Well, we'll put these on first. I'm not watching Chad. I'm doing my pick 10. Ah, paper towel. Paper towel. Kind of hard to glue these down after I've cut them, but we'll put them down there because I'll probably be doing something over them. Ooh, I'm liking. Needs a French person on there. French lady in a gown. Let's put this right in here maybe. And I'm going to put these cutouts on there. One more. I'm still on prompt 4. I think what I'm going to do for my splash of color is blue metallic, because blue is kind of a Frenchy color, French color, blues and yellows. Oh, you know what I did? This is my white. This is not my glue. I did that the other night. Where's my glue? I'm going to have to paint my glue bottle red. I don't know what I did with it now. I glued everything down with white paint. Here, it's over here. Here's my glue. That's funny. I did that the other night too. Why am I getting white paint all over me? Why do I have white paint on here? Let's do some splashes of blue. I feel like doing some splashes of blue. Not spatter, splashes. Ooh, that's a lot. Get out that dictionary again. Actually, the blue over the yellow kind of looks green. And I probably have a dirty brush. Let's see, I'm going to leave that fleur-de-lis. All right, I think I'm going to leave it like that, sort of. We'll just paint out our back here. Since I'm into making a mess tonight. All right, let's dry it. See where we are. Yeah, Tanya says, whatever works, Mary. Yeah, if white paint glues it down, use white paint as your glue. You need to label those. Actually, I did. As I don't pay attention to the label. I have glue written on there, but I've washed this, so it's kind of hard to read. I need to paint this like a big red strip or something around there to warn myself, to tell myself that that's glue. Actually, it's not sticking down here. Welcome to folks that come in while we're doing a pick 10. And what I'm doing is challenging everybody to give us prompts. Prompt 4 was book paper, and prompt 5 was a splash of a complementary color. And I used kind of like a blue, which really looks kind of gray. Blue metallics are kind of transparent, but they're kind of pretty in a way too when you look at them close. You look at them from a distance and they kind of start to turn gray. But that could be because I have white white paint for my glue. All right. Hi, Azure. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Are we all ready for prompt 6? Stephanie looks ready. Aunt Beth, are you ready? Jen is ready. Suze, are you still working with us? Stephanie's ready, Aunt Beth is ready, Suze is ready, and Jen is ready. So, okay, who's going to give us prompt 6? We need a prompt 6. Come on, guys, we're doing the hard part. All you have to do is call out some prompts. Yeah. Hilda's been the best with giving us prompts tonight. Next one. How about adding a face from a magazine? That was Stephanie's prompt. Okay, I'm ready for a face from a magazine. I need a pretty French lady. But I bet I don't have one. I gotta get a magazine first. And they're all over here in this corner. Let's see what I have. I've got an Oprah magazine. I'll bet she's got faces in there. It's a Christmas issue. Christmas in France. I'd like to find a lady with a flower in her hair. Ooh, look at that. Oh, I like that. See, I haven't done any fussy cutting yet. Oh, look. Oh, I like this. Can I have the entire lady? Let's pull her out. I might find another one. She's kind of small, but I like her. I think she'd go really nice on there. Ooh, I like those. Oh, perfect. Elizabeth Taylor and her diamonds. I'm going to put both of those on there. I'm going to stop here. I'm stopping here. I'm doing both because I think they kind of go together. Let's see, but I need to fussy cut them. Let's get her. She's probably got a lot of hair here that I'm cutting off, but I gotta shorten this page down a little. And I like this lady. You didn't say I couldn't have two faces. Two-Face. She kind of looks like Liz Taylor in a way with her dark hair. Liz is kind of dominate this page though. I'm gonna have to think about this. See, that's my problem. I have to stop and think. I have to stop and think. And then I may not even use it. Because she may be too big for my page. She may take up all my other cool book definitions, unless I can somehow run her off of the edge of the page. Like that, maybe. Or just off of the edge here, because most of this is black anyway. Yeah, I think I'll do that. We'll glue her down first. See, if I run her off of the edge and kind of trim her, she almost, the way she's looking, if you look at my thumbnails on my channel, or my little Penelope, where did she go? Where are you, Penelope? Here. The way she's looking, and the way, I have to hold her up closer because you're not going to be able to see. Penelope's eyes, if you could see her eyeballs, let me point to her eyeballs are really in the corner of her eyes. Right here and right here, and she's looking off that way. And that's exactly what Liz Taylor is doing. Now Penelope wants to be in the picture. She kind of reminds me. Let's get rid of some of this. And I'm going to put her off to the side here. I'm going to put her right in here. And then I want her eye on here, so I don't want her too much off to the side. And I want that definition there. And actually, I don't need so much of that. Oops. I'm going to get rid of the white here of her dress. Poor Elizabeth Taylor, I really cut it down. Cut her down. There. I have to figure out where the fold line is here. Because I want both her eyes on the page. Just like that. Yeah. And maybe up a little because I want my fleur-de-lis here to show. I might cut another fleur-de-lis and put over there, but in a way I just kind of like it behind her crown too. Looks like she's got a horn. I think I'll put another. Do I have a scrappy? No, I don't. Oh, well. This is glue. Actually, it's being ornery to me tonight. Probably because I got white paint in the nozzle. I could be running out of it though too. Let's get my glue. Ooh, that was really it's not what I was expecting. Usually it's thicker than that. That's really a thin Elmer's glue. Mary's making a mess. Mary's making a mess. Let's look at my hands. Right in. No, not that far though. And there. 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 Ah, sorry, my head hit the camera. I don't like where she's placed because I want my fleur-de-lis to show down here. And I'll pull it up just a little. I'm standing up. That's part of the problem. That was what? Prompt 6? Was put a face on it. I think I'm going to save this other one out. I'm not going to put her on there, but I love her. She's going to go in my fussy cut box. Let's cut this off here. Ah, what a mess. That was Stephanie's prompt. That was a good prompt, Stephanie. I got more of her eye there than I intended, but oh well. Mary, do you need time to wash up? Well, you know what? I have a wet towel. I have a wet towel right here hanging on my little cart. Let me wash my hands or just wipe them off on this wet towel because, yeah, I feel like a kid in kindergarten. Fortunately, my face is not, it's the same as my hands. Thank you, Jen. Let's kind of smooth this down a little. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready for another prompt? Was that prompt 7 coming up? Uh-oh. Azure said something to Meri, and Meri just was in her little world. What did you say, Azure? Let me read this. Keep her to the right. Cut the black out, and then add the lady handing her the heart. Oh, Azure. That was a great idea. That was a great idea. I'll remember that for another page, though. That's really a great idea. Yeah, I was in my zone. I did not hear it. Trim down the bottom, she said. Aunt Beck said hers has gone creepy. Are y'all ready for the next prompt? I think they're ready. Who's going to give it? Is it prompt 7, Janet? Is it prompt 7? Are we on prompt 7? I think we are. I think 4 was the book page, 5 was the splash, 6 was the lady's face. So we're ready for prompt 7. Yep, Jen says prompt 7. Give us a prompt, ladies and gentlemen, if Mark's still here. I keep unplugging my phone. We're ready. We're ready. I put them on the spot, Janet. They didn't. Oh, make a border. Thank you, Lisa. You guys didn't know we were going to call on you to give us prompts tonight. Thank you, Lisa. So I forgive you, but just barely. Make a border. I'm thinking diamonds because we got all these diamonds. And I'm wanting to do them in silver. But this silver's pretty thin paint. So I wonder, where's that white? That's the glue. Where's my white? White diamonds. I love this when you guys give us, just doing the prompts, because you know, you did not plan out these pages. No way. No way do we know what's going to happen with these pages. Let's see. I want a little sparkle in these diamonds, so I think I'm going to... Can I do that? Put a little shine in them. So this is prompt 7, is make a border. And thank you guys for playing along. White Diamonds, that's the name of her perfume. Oh my goodness, I didn't realize that. You see, I just don't go out and buy Elizabeth Taylor's perfume. White diamonds. Now, after this is prompt 7, we've got 3 more prompts. I do want to do a couple of trials and tests on the jelly plate tonight. And one of the things that I want to try is, and I'm so glad that Janet is here, is she does packing tape pull. She puts her paint down and she pulls it up on packing tape and puts it, the way I understand it, on aluminum foil. And I imagine you do that when you're cleaning up your plate, Janet, but I want to try it maybe just to play with it to see what, because I have never done that and I just think that sounds so pretty. Meri, she needs a bubble thought of what she's thinking. So what is she thinking, guys? And ladies, what is she thinking? Buy my perfume? What could she be thinking? And what if she's not Elizabeth Taylor here? What if she's just a pretty lady? I mean, we know she's Elizabeth Taylor. Whoops, I'm kind of running off the page with these diamonds. Let's get them back on page. What is the, don't hate me because I'm beautiful? This tiara is heavy. I love both of those. I could actually put both of those. Okay, that will be prompt 8, is to put a quote on your page. In my case, I'm going to put what she's thinking and put this tiara is heavy up here and don't hate me because I'm beautiful. So we'll count that as prompt 8, and you can, I don't know what your page is looking like, but put a quote on it or some type of journaling. We'll count that as prompt 8. I love that. Thank you. Who suggested that? Tanya, and who said diamonds are a girl's best friend? That's good too. Who said? Oh, Hilda suggested it. Oh, Lisa did. Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. So we're on prompt 8, guys. Ladies that are working along with us, Suze and Janet, and not Janet, Becky, and whoops, my diamonds are off here. All right, this tiara is heavy. I'm not going to do the bubble, though. I'm just going to write on it. This, how do you spell tiara, Tanya? T-I-E-R-A? T-I-E, that's an E-R-A, is heavy. And then the other one was don't hate me because I'm beautiful. And then I think Janet said diamonds are a girl's best friend. I think I'm going to put that over in here. They booted us for disturbing comments. Well, you know what, though, guys? This was the first time we've been dropped all night. I can actually live with only one being dropped once a night. It's Liz from heaven. Look, Liz, she looks like she's got a beard down there. But it says, don't hate me because I'm beautiful. And this one over here, right in here, says, diamonds are a girl's best friend. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. This one says, don't hate me because I'm beautiful. And this one says, this tiara is heavy. And what I was saying was, we need a prompt 9. Still need potatoes, Mark. We need a prompt 9, and then we're going to call prompt 10 a wild card. Thank you for everybody who came. Hi, Kathy. Welcome back. So somebody give us prompt 9. And we're going to use prompt 10 as a wild card. So welcome back, Stephanie. And Beck, did you make it back? Suze, Jen, are you here? Thank you for everybody who came back. Be gentle, ladies. Jen's here, Suze is here. And Beck, are you with us? Add red. All right, prompt 9 is add red. Good one, Linda. Oh, what was your prompt, Mitzi? Tell us your prompt, Mitzi. I probably missed it, maybe when we fell, or I was concentrating. We'll use a wild card for prompt 11. What's your prompt, Mitzi? Dust the edges with red. Okay. Aunt Beck is here. Mitzi? Use a potato to make a stamp. I don't have any potatoes handy, Mark. That's really not too bad of an idea if we were closer to the kitchen. I'm waiting for Mitzi to give us her prompt. Maybe I'll just go scroll back. Welcome back, Jen, Allie K, Lise, Mark, Linda. I was laughing at Stephanie says, I wrote diamonds are a girl's best friend as my robots thought too. I'm looking for Mitzi's. I didn't see it, Mitzi. Why did this lady chop me up? Shelley said. Why did this lady chop me up? That's a good one, Shelley. I missed that one. Or any pen. Add white dots in groups of 3 using a Posca pen. Well, I kind of like that. So I'm going to do that. So that'll be, let's see, prompt 9 is use red, and prompt 10 will be use white dots, and we'll have a wild card after that. Do whatever you want. And that'll be the end of the prompts. Thank you guys for playing along. You know what I don't like about this? She looks like she's got a beard. That writing there just looks like she's got a white beard to me. I'm wondering if I can get vicious and smear this out, or just kind of remove it. Now she really looks like she's got a white beard. But I think I can kind of remove that. It just really bugs me to no end. I don't want such a beautiful lady to have such a white beard. I'm going to put that quote someplace else. Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. And I'm probably just going to have to add some. I'm probably making it worse. I don't want to do any more. Let's dry it off. Poor Elizabeth Taylor, I'm messing her up. I went from a white beard to a gray one. I need some fleshy color here. Help, help. I got to no. No, 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 no. There, that's a little better. I like that better than the white writing there. I'll put that white writing someplace else. Let's dry that off. All right, I'm going to come back to that quote. Before I put my hand in this, let's just wipe it off. I think prompt 9 was the red. And was it Hilda that said do red around the border? I think I saw that. Thank you, Mitzi. We're going to use that. Aunt Beck doesn't eat potatoes anymore. I want to, wait. I want to add bling, but what? I missed it. I missed it. Yes. Okay. Red around the border is what I heard. And I am loving this Tuscan red. I'm going to have to get some more the next time I go to Hobby Lobby. I thought I got some more, but I'm sure not finding it. What's this? That's my Georgia clay. I like my Georgia clay too, but I'm going to use this because I got it in my hand. I might have to dip my brush in there. I threw away my towel. You guys should see this room. I don't know how it can become a tornado in what I've done because all right. I'm hoping I'm doing what you're seeing, but you're giving me an idea, so I like it anyway. Not how much red I'm getting here. Getting a lot of red around the barrel of this brush because I'm dipping it way in. I think I'm going to leave this, the red off of this, because I'm afraid I'll mess her up more. I like that. I like that. Now, white dots with a Posca pen. I'm going to use my fine line paint applicator. I've got a white Posca pen, but I have to tell you, I prefer my white paint applicator because I'm not patient enough to let that Posca dry. So I want to go, let's go around here. She said in series of 3 dots. So 1, 2, 3, skip. 1, 2, 3, skip. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, skip. Oh, Mary. 1, 2, 3. Skip. Sounds like I'm doing hopscotch or something. 1, 2, 3, skip, and 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's do it in here. Let's see. Let's draw the fleur-de-lis here. Sort of. And let's go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, skip, 1, 2, 3, skip, 1, 2, 3. Oh dear. Good night, Tanya. I'm probably way late in telling her good night. Tanya has been taking care of her mother this past week, and boy, I'll tell you, taking care of parents. My mother lived with me for 2.5 years before we had to put her in a home. It was just too much. 24-hour care and trying to give your mother 4-hour care and working a job that required 10 hours. Not an easy task. Good night, Lisa. Good night. Oh, glass beads. They are so beautiful. Glass beads. I wish I had glass beads. I'm thinking I'll put some more dots around by this red. I don't know. Do I want to put it in the red? The red's not really thick enough. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Skip. 1, 2, 3. I don't do dots as pretty as some gals do. Aunt Beck does beautiful dots. And so does Cat Hand. Actually, they're not showing up so good here, but that's okay. I know they're there. I'm concentrating on my 3 dots. I'm actually liking this. It's kind of hard to write over that. Where am I going to get beautiful? It's there. Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. I might go over that with a black pen after it dries. Aunt Beck, are you done? Jen, are you done? Stephanie, Suze, am I the only one who's still doodling? Jen's done. Stephanie's done. I don't know if I like that quote in there. I might paint it out. I'm not sure I like that there. I've got to figure out another place to put it. But while it's wet, I like Liz on there. Aunt Beck can't find her white fine liner. Oh no, Aunt Beck. Don't tell me you're using the white glue. I did that the other night too. All right, I'm going to put this aside to dry. I'm not sure that I'm exactly happy with it yet, but I don't want to do any. I'm happy with this side. I decided to write that "Don't hate me because I'm beautiful" right in there, but I'm not sure that's the right place for it. So I may go over that with some gold paint and maybe just journal it on a card or maybe on this piece of dictionary paper and put it on there. So I'm going to keep this with this. But I don't want to mess it up anymore because the paint's wet. Posted yours in Aunt Beck's group. All right, there's one more thing I want to do tonight. And that's jelly plate. And I'm just not going to do a big jelly plate session. I'm going to be all night at it like I was the other night. Just enough to mess up my plate. Which is over here. I want to try that technique that Janet was telling us about with putting some down on the plate and lifting it up with packing tape and then putting it on tin foil. I think that's so neat. So I'm going to try it. And I was watching, who was I watching? Who used packing tape to clean up the edges of her plate. I was watching, was it the Musical Scrapper or was it who was doing that? Somebody in Dee Dee's Ustream crowd. I was watching, they were doing jelly plating. And they cleaned up the edge of their plate with packing tape, which I thought was a good idea. Do I have? Yeah, I do. This is the top. This is the top. And I tell you, it sticks as well as when it first... Oops. There we go. Let me put this with the case. So, I have packing tape, I have aluminum foil. I better clear off some of this, so I'm going to keep my blue out. A white. Put this other paint over here. This is white, but it's about empty. I'm making room. I'm making room. I'm going to actually set this phone aside because when I'm jelly plating, it gets in my way. So I'll be watching the comments through there. I have to make room on my desk or I just don't, especially when I'm doing something like this, because I don't have room. And I was kind of disappointed in how these pens acted tonight. Maybe I've been talking them up too much. They're proving me wrong. Alrighty. I think I'll leave that out. Oh, and you know, who was it? Oh, it was, who was it? Janet Young, I think, that was doing jelly plating. And you know what she did? She used a text stamp with distress on it. Oh, I have some distress, don't I? And I thought, I do. Vintage photo. I got this at that liquidation sale. I'm not sure I have I have that butterfly from Annie V. See, I get distracted here already. But I thought it would be so neat. It would be so neat to do this distressed text for a painty paper. I need a text stamp. I'm not sure. I think I have one, but I'm not sure I have it out. That's the story. Let's see what I have here. I may just go for something else. I did want to experiment with that, too. I'm looking at my stamps. I'll dig it out later. I'm going to use this one. I want to try this with Distress ink. And I'm not going to do a big print of it, because I really want to go back and watch their video. White paper. Actually, I'm going to try it on some of these that I did my first experimental borders on. I think that'll be a good thing. Let me move this so I don't mess it up anymore. Okie dokie. And I don't know what I'm doing, but we're going to try it. And I don't know, I think she just stamped right, I think she put the ink right down onto the plate. I hope, because that's what I'm doing. And I'm going to use Vintage Photo here. And I don't have a text stamp. Well, she might have done it on the side and brayered it on, but I'm just going to put mine right down there. I might stain my plate, but if I do, I do. And let's just stamp into this and see if it works. I feel like it's stamping because I can feel it when I pull up on it. But I don't know if this is going to work. Let's stamp off. Have any of you ever used Distress ink on your jelly plate? Oh, that came off nice. Let's see how it comes off on the back here. Let's just see what happens here. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just playing. Oh, I could see some things happening with this, especially with text. Thank you, Suze. I can't wait to see it. I like that. Ooh, neat. All right, that was my experiment with distress. I can see where this can be taken some more. Stephanie says she hasn't done it, but she plans to try it. I think that when Janet, wasn't that fun, Packer? I think when Janet did it, I really do think she put some down on a palette and brayered it on. I just stamped mine on. But I could see where, now of course this is border. If I had a whole page of this, you could get some interesting textures in there. And just think if it was done with text. And look at what it did over here. Okay, now I want to try, that was one experiment. I'm just going to do a couple of them tonight because I don't want to, we've gone almost 3 hours. I want to try Aunt Janet. Tell me what I need to do first. Just put down the paint and put down paint and put a texture into it. That's what I'm going to do. I need my brayer. And I need something to roll off on. I need a page to roll off on. We'll roll off on this black page. Let's move this. Let's move this. I'm going to try more. I'm going to try more. Let's see. Got to clean my brushes tonight. Alrighty. I'm just going to brayer off on this page. I'm just trying to clear off some of this space. Alrighty. Where's Janet? Yeah, Lisa, I think, still has room for members. And Lisa E, was it Lisa E that was asking? Oh, Allie K. Allie K, if you're not a member of Lisa's group, go to Lisa's group because a lot of the gals that can't get into Aunt Beck's group go over to Lisa's group. They're kind of sister groups. So we're kind of two, I shouldn't say we, because I don't have any control over it. But they're sister groups. So it's just that the groups get too large. And there's one reason why I don't want to do a group, because I just don't feel like I could maintain be fair to you guys. I just don't think I have the time to do all that. Where's my stamp? I'm going to get my stamp out. Did I put it? Here it is. I'm going to do the same stamp thing. Let's see. Do I need another color? Maybe the silver. I don't know what I'm doing, Janet. I want to do some on packing tape. A packing tape pull. But what I'm going to do first is pull some papers. And then I'm going to do a packing tape pull. I think I am. And I should have opened my packing tape. Yeah. Meri knows what she's doing. Sure she does. Let's open the packing tape here. That'll probably take a minute here. All right. That didn't take too long, but will I be able? Yeah, all right. Now I'm just gonna put some. I probably should be stamping this off just to. Because there's probably a lot of paint on here, probably more than. I haven't learned not to use a lot of paint yet. Now, Should I do the packing tape pull now, Janet? Would it work if I did it now? I'll make some prints, okay. Well, we'll just do a print over this. And where's my other one? I'll use this. And you know, actually I should have a dark color if I'm going to put it over the aluminum foil. I'm using a pretty light metallic blue. Well, sort of. Sort of. I'm thinking I want to put some black on there. Just a tad. And what's under here, I've got black showing through from my desktop there. There's really no black on my Gelli plate. Let's try a little bit of black. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even know where my brayer is. Oh dear me. I'm learning. What's that? Why isn't there paint going on that area there? Let me reach for, I want to try this green. I'm just gonna tap it on there. Oh. Huh. You can see. What did I do with it? Here. I went to the thrift store. I got this for 50 cents. I still got the price tag on it. Meri's just playing now. I'm probably going to put too much paint on here. And if I understand right, Janet, we have to kind of let this dry before we pick it up with the packing tape. Is that right or wrong? Somebody's pie server, I think. Let it dry. Good, because I'm playing. I'm gonna go back in with this area with oh, what did I do with it? That screen. I don't know where it went off to. Here it did, because I kind of thought that was going to work. Maybe I need to flatten it out, maybe. We'll just let that paint dry while I'm fooling with this screen. I had my brother off of it. He had some screening, and I wanted some for another art project. I didn't really, I've had this sitting around. But it might make an interesting texture if I can flatten it out a little. It wants to roll up on me. All right. While it's dry, don't look while I clean my stamp with hand sanitizer. Get in trouble doing that with the stampers. But I got it on discount, and I got it specifically for my jelly plating, so if it ruins it, I just texture. All right, now while that's happening, oh, you know what? I got some, I got some old calendar pages, desk calendar pages that are a little bit wider. I'm going to use the back of one of these. Oh, but I want to do I pull a print, Janet? Do I pull a print, or can I let it dry and pull this on my packing tape? I don't know what I'm doing. The link for Lisa's Facebook group worked. Just finished answering 3 questions. Yay, Lisa, Allie K. Yay, you are one of us now. This should work good. Make some prints and pull up the leftovers with the tape. Okay, let's make a couple prints. Let's see what happens here. I'm just experimenting anyway, because I am a novice jelly plater. And I don't mind not knowing what I'm doing. You should see my shirt. I got acrylic paint on my shirt. Oh, well. Ooh, I think those pie plate things are going to turn out good. There's a couple of them there. Let's see what happens. Oh, they did. Right in here. I like them. The stamps didn't do so great, so I'll probably get a pull on my packing tape on the stamps. And look at the texture in here, the screen. So I'm going to see if I can't get that screen flattened out a little bit more. And I love what this happened with that pie server thing. I was watching Lisa. Lisa and Aunt Beck were showing all their what is it tools from all their household items. And I was at the thrift store and I saw that and I thought, oh, I wonder if that'll work for my... So I got that. It's only 50 cents. It's not like it's sterling silver. I'm going to get out a piece of aluminum foil. I think. Come on. They always hide it. So you have to take the roll out and get it started and then put it back in. We'll pull out a good solid piece here. Because I don't know what I'm going to need and what I'm not. Put my stamp out of the way. Alright. Do you think I can pull up the tape now? That's what I'm going to do. Welcome back, Stephanie. Yeah, you're going to look for a pie server. All right, the way I understand this makes a weird noise when you pull this, so I'm looking for my scissors. I had them here and then I put them out of the way, probably under my aluminum foil. Alrighty, let's see what happens here. I think I'll put it this way. Gotta move the glue and the paint, and the paint, the paint. Oh, here. You can't see me, but I'm cutting off my tape here. I wanted to put a tab down at the bottom so I wouldn't lose the... And this is Dollar Tree packing tape, so don't think it's anything real expensive. Could even be mailing tape for all I know. No, it's not. It's, well, I have the label here. What is it? I pulled the label off. I'll have to go hunt and see what kind of tape I actually bought. Okay, stick to the bottle. I don't care. Doesn't matter how long I leave it on there. I don't want to ruin my plate, but I need time to work. That probably overlapped a little. It's hard to see where one stops and the other starts. This feels more like a mailing tape than an actual packing tape. It feels thinner to me. I'm going to have to look at the label and see what... I thought it was packing tape. But it's kind of in a hurry because I wasn't alone. When you don't shop by yourself, you don't always have the time to browse. That's the same tape that you used? Okay, just rub it. All right. I'm going to put tape clear across my plate here. And this is the only, this and the, I wanted to do the Distress Ink one, and I wanted to do this packing tape one. I really wanted to do Aunt Beck's too. I keep leaving Aunt Beck's journal spots out. I want to do those, but I'm not going to do them tonight because I'm getting late. I'm getting tired. So Aunt Beck, I'll do yours sometime next week or next Friday. I love that Aunt Beck did the journal spots on the... I'm just going to fold this tape under here. Alrighty. Let's kind of rub it down the way I understand. Let's put my aluminum foil over on this side so you guys can see it. Maybe it'll work and maybe it won't. So we like the pie plate. You kind of have to be gentle with it. You can't smear it in there, but... Oh, you know what, too, to look for? We've got a couple out in the kitchen. They're paper plate holders, and they got wonderful cutouts on the bottom. I was so tempted. We use them. We use them to hold our paper plates. I want one of those, and I thought, no, I better not. All right. Do you do the shiny side or the dull side? Are you leaving, Aunt Beck? Good night. Oh, you're saying goodnight to Allie. Sorry, there was a paint spot on my screen here. Let me kind of wipe it off. Good night, Allie Kay. Oh, she says good. Take care all. Oh, she is leaving. Good night, Aunt Beck. I'm going to use the shiny side, Janet. Becky and Scott going shopping. All right, we're going to pull this one here first, I think. Oh, I might have to pull from this side first, because it kind of I might have to pull them all at once. Oh, dear. It's taped on there. Maybe I'll pull it from here. Oh! Oh! Oh. Wait. Okay. Come on, pull. It doesn't want to come off the corner. There. Oh, it's sticking to itself. Stop it. Help. I'm laughing now. Oh, dear. Now, I really didn't tear it. It's just that those strips of tape were sticking to each other. Oh, and I can see where the paint is. Now, these on this side may not be as good because there wasn't as much paint on the plate. Let me tear this off. But I can see right in here what we're going for. So let's do these over here. I think we'll have better luck with these. And maybe when I put my strips down, I should not put them so close together. Boy, this tape wants to stick right away. I've got too many things on my desk. I might have needed to use darker colors, but jeez. But I get it in the spots where it's showing through. I understand the concept. It's just that I need to develop a little bit more. I like it in here. I think that's one of those pie plates right in there. So I could actually use that. Let's pull these two off down at the end because I think they're darker. Let me smooth this. I think part of my problem is that I'm really not set up. I pull this one at a time. They want to come together. There. Oh, this should be a good pull. This should be a good one. Let's do the other one. So I just need to develop this. This is the first time I've done this. So if you had like reds and greens and bright colors, I used black and blue was kind of light. But look at, of course I got light. You can't see for the glare. It's kind of hard to see. There, maybe you can see it better in there. Ooh, I like that. I'm liking that. Now if I had red paint, I could see, or a bright paint, I think it would show up better, maybe. So that's what I wanted to try tonight. I don't want to keep you guys too long. It's already 3.5 hours. So we tried. I love what happened with the, let me get it out here. Let me show you what we've done. We've done the, I'm going to use this with the aluminum foil and the packing tape. I just need to learn to do it better. It was my first time. Here are the pulls with the pie server print and the screen. I think I can develop that. And We got one more here that I experimented with, and that was the distress. There goes my brayer. That was the distress inks, and that can probably be developed a little bit more too. So those are what we did tonight. Yay! And we did get my lady out here. Just kind of reviewing. We did a lady tonight. We did her. Ooh, I like her now. See, you put her away and you go on with your life and you do other things and you come back and go, oh, all right. And we did, I put it over here, we did the Pick 10, which I think I'm going to like this after it dries and after I move that quote. We did this Pick 10. I'm going to paint over this and put that quote on a separate journal spot. So, yeah, wasn't that fun? You guys, you teach me. You guys teach me when we come in here and do this stuff. I've learned so much with the Gelli prints. So thank you so much. We've gone for about, you know, we only fell once. Twice. We only fell once. We only fell once tonight. So yay. Maybe that's yeah, it was fun tonight, wasn't it? So, thank you guys for coming. You have a really good weekend. Take care of yourself. Get some rest. Take care of your family. Take care of your pets. Do art. It was fun tonight, Suze. Thanks for doing the Pick 10. I think I'm going to do more of these where I ask you to give me prompts. So be ready to give me some prompts. Thanks, Stephanie. Good night, Packard-I. Good night, Suze. Good night, Janet. All right. Have a good weekend, everybody.